So hello CJS, in this tutorial we are going to discuss about if statements in Python. Let me comment it out. Yes, if statements in Python. So directly we will cover it with the example itself. With example, it will be better to understand as well. So if statements are mostly used statements. In every program and in every big program we have to use. We must have to use if statements. So just go. Let's dive into it. So I'm taking a variable x in which I'm getting value from user in int. Data type will be int. I'm taking an input from user. So I'm clearly saying to user that please enter an integer. So if he will not enter an integer, then this will throw the error because this is the type of this is x is int. Yeah. So just to yeah, when we run this, then we simply will get please enter an integer. So now the value of x will be 12. Yes. Just go to next part. So if is to check condition whether it is true or false, if we can check that if x is smaller than 0, yeah, then we will print um, x is smaller than 0. Yes. So now the value of x will be suppose minus 12. Then it will be printed as x is smaller than 0. Else now we can print x is not smaller than 0. Let's see now. Suppose if I get if I enter positive integer, then suppose I enter 9, then the x is not smaller than 0 because currently now x is greater than 0, that x is 9. So if I go, if I explain to you, more in more details, like in more conditions. Suppose next time I'm getting value from user as 9. So the value of x will be 9, correct? So suppose the value of x is 9, then we will okay, suppose value of x is minus negative value, then we will convert it to positive. So yeah, like we have converted value of x to positive. Suppose here I enter minus 9. Now if I enter minus 9 here, then it will check whether x is less than 0. Yes, because the value of x is minus 9. Now it will assign 0 to x. Now the value of x which was minus 9, it will be vanished. Now the value of x is 0. So we have converted value of x is equal to positive. Now if you print here the value of x, it will be 0. As you can see, suppose I enter minus 9 here, then the value of x will be 0. Correct. So we will check another condition, so in C programming, with if we clearly mention like else if I do not know exactly, I do not remember. I mean it has been 2 to 3 years that I programmed in C programming. That's why. So in Python, if you have to check any other condition, then we have to simply place lf. In lf we will check whether, yeah, we have to check condition here as well. X, if we will check in LF that whether x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, then it will print as the value of x was 0. That's correct. Now we will check another condition like LF x is equal to 1, then it will print as single. It's okay, it is single. Okay, and here if I print plus 9, let me clear once. If I print plus 9, let's check, that means positive 9, then what is it showing? X is not smaller than 0. It will check for this condition first, whether x is smaller than 0. No, x is greater than 0. Then it will skip this. Now it will check this condition, whether x is equal to 0. Yeah, it is false here because x is 9 and it is not equal to 0. Now it will check next condition, whether it's equal to 1. No, it is not equal to 1 because the value of x is 9. Now it will print this because this is in else part. If these conditions are not true, then this will print this. Okay, so now if I place minus 9 here, sorry, minus 9, let me rerun it again. So I'm entering here minus 9. So this will check for this condition. Okay, now yeah, whether x is less than 0, yes, because the value of x is minus 9, which is less than 0. Now it will assign 0 to x and we will print we have converted value of x to positive. Yeah, it is printing here. And now it will print the value of x, which is 0, and will terminate the program. If any one of these conditions, of these three conditions, if any one is true, I mean the first one is true, then it will terminate the program. Here it is terminated the program. It's terminating the program. Yeah. Now we will check for 0 as well. If I enter here 0, what is it saying? The value of x was 0. So it has checked for this, whether x is smaller than 0 or not. No, because x is equal to 0, it is not smaller than 0. So it is checking this condition that x is equal to 0. Yes, x is equal to 0. That's why it is printing the value of x was 0. Yes. So that is the concept of if statements in Python. Guys, just do programming and do examples like study examples in real time examples, right? And after studying well and practicing well, you must have heard that practice practice makes man perfect. So always apply it for your study. That's all, guys. That's all. In next part, we will come with loops like for loops, while loop. I think I already have covered while loop, but in details we will cover in next session. Thank you so much, guys.